Jack Link's Beef Jerky presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Hey guys.
Jack Link's Jerky. Feed your wild side.
Welcome back to Minglewood Hall, and time now for a middleweight division battle, a #1 contender fight between this man, Corey Sprague, and Lane Smith. And here comes Corey Sprague taking off his shirt, getting ready to get all lathered up by Crystal Morrow and then head into the cage. He's a Memphis, Tennessee product, fights for Pincer Athletics, and coached by top pro Andy Ulrich, who says Sprague has the it factor, Rick McCracken.
The it factor is it. Sprague is a former number one college wrestler. The guy is super tough. He comes in and just kills it. Can't wait to see this one.
Winner will fight for the V3 middleweight title, and Sprague is hoping it will be him. Multiple-time TSSAA state qualifier, wrestled at Bolton High School under V3's very own Rod Galvin. Again, a lot of wrestlers on tonight's card.
This card is absolutely stacked with wrestlers. It's back and forth. You know, they've been doing very well tonight, so we're going to see what happens.
And there goes Corey Sprague inside the cage. And now, let's get ready to spin a new tune, Mr. DJ. Here comes a man named Lane Smith from Fort Smith, Arkansas, making the trek to Memphis in V3 fights, and a very confident young fighter fighting for River Valley Fitness. Talented Arkansas fighter.
This guy's got a little bit of everything. He's a freestyle fighter. He could stand up, he could go to the ground, he could bang, he could do anything. So he's going to match up very well.
Speaking of wrestlers, a former high school All-American who wrestled in college, Lane Smith. Let's take a look at the tale of the tape, brought to you by Game Changer Clothing. Sprague, 1-0, just 21 years of age. He's 6 foot tall, weighed in at 186 at the official weigh-in on Friday, and is a wrestler. Meanwhile, the Fort Smith, Arkansas native, Lane Smith, is a perfect 6-0. 20 years of age, also 6 foot tall, a freestyle wrestler, or freestyle fighter, I should say, and he weighed in 183, so 3 pounds lighter than Corey Sprague. Undefeated fighters going at it. One will absorb their first loss, but who will move up in the V3 middleweight ranks? Will be that man taking a guzzle of water before he heads into the cage, and that's Lane Smith, or will it be Corey Sprague? What do you expect from this fight?
Man, it's hard to pick two wrestlers that go at it. The crowd is really behind Smith. He's going to come in and just give it all. He's great on the ground. But then again, so is Sprague. They're both ground fighters with mixed up fighting styles, and they're all around their freestyle. So, man, I can't call any of these fights tonight, Greg.
Well, let's meet the two fighters with our very own Michael Kelly.
V3 Legion, this bout is brought to you by Saatchi. And it's set for 3 3-minute rounds in the middleweight division. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge of the action, the third man in the cage, will be Omar Sutton. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he wears the black trunks with the white trim. At 6 feet even, he weighed in at 186 pounds. A wrestler with a perfect MMA record of 1 win and no losses. Representing Vortex and fighting out of Memphis, Tennessee, Corey Sprague. And across the cage, his adversary fighting out of the red corner. He wears the blue trunks with the white and black trim. At 6 feet even, he weighed in at 183 pounds. a freestyle fighter, also with a perfect MMA record, 6 wins, no losses, representing River Valley Fitness and fighting out of Fort Smith, Arkansas, Lane Smith.
Thank you, Michael Kelly. Both well represented here at Minglewood Hall. Omar Sutton with the final instructions.
Hey, you're both back to the fighters meeting. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my instructions all the time. Touch gloves, come out banging.
The same height, the same style, the same background wrestlers. The only difference is Smith's got 6 fights under his belt. Sprague only has 1.
Smith definitely has the advantage on experience. We're going to see how that plays out.
Round number 1, here we go, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds.
Smith, first, and takedown attempt.
Sprague to his knees, back up again, on his feet.
Sprague, nice slam against the cage and the takedown. Corey Sprague, but he's in a little bit of a guillotine attempt from Smith. Getting off to the side like he needs to get out.
Smith trying to get that in deep, but no. Sprague able to slip out of it.
Sprague definitely tried too early to go for that mount. Oh, good left by Corey Sprague.
And an overhand right. Now he missed on the last 4 attempts. I know the fans got excited, but only the first one connected. Smith trying to hold him off.
Corey is showing some extreme strength on top right now. Up, he's trying for that knee bar.
There's a couple that connected right there on Smith.
He's trying to straighten it out. It takes a lot of strength to straighten it out right there.
Now he has given up his back. Now he's flipped around again and again to the back.
Oh, that is a bad position for Smith right now. Oh, ugly takedown, and Smith reverses.
Smith now on the top trying to do some damage.
Oh, armbar, it's deep.
Sprague could be in trouble here. He got
out
of it. How about that? He just slipped right out.
He needs to get that arm out totally before he starts throwing some punches.
Misses again a couple of times with the right. Plenty of action from the get-go here, round number 1.
Great action so far, Greg, from both fighters. Really hard to score this fight because it's been back and forth.
Sprague trying to get those arms free, and again, he's coming up just a little short as Smith keeps him a little bit at bay. Side control here, or?
Well, what Sprague did there I kind of liked and I kind of don't like is he baited him with that arm for that arm bar, and he just hopped over. Oh, good uppercut by Smith.
And now both to their feet. What an active first round here.
Sprague looks really tired right now.
Nice left by Smith. He connected with Sprague.
Nice duck under. Oh, a takedown tap and not there.
Smith almost slipped when he tried to pick up Sprague and send him down, although Sprague was able to take him down, but not much of a takedown.
You can see the wrestling skill of both these fighters. Both of them contradicting each other.
No, it offsets each other.
Definitely.
2 high school wrestlers, an All-American you're talking about with Lane Smith, so they have a lot of experience here on the ground. That's where we expected the fight to be. 20 seconds to go, first round.
Very exciting first round with action both ways. I can't really score it right now. That was kind of a draw for me.
10 seconds to go. Smith trying, last second, maybe get in there, a couple of shots, and he does right before the horn. Your judges are Tony Martin, Kevin Haynes, and John Eaton, and that's the type of fight, or the type of round, I should say, Rick, that is awfully hard for the judges.
Oh, you hate it. Smith did a good job there at the last second by getting those punches in. Was a few punches that actually landed throughout the round. But any kind of extra action that you could show throughout the fight and the round, it's going to resonate in the judges' minds.
Well, Lane Smith on his feet, drinking some water. Meanwhile, Corey Sprague sitting down. You see a little bit of redness around his left eye. He seems to be very spent after dominating early in that round, and then Smith was able to come back strong, but Lane hasn't even sat down.
Yeah, I think Lane's got a lot better cardio right now. Sprague just looks like he's a little too tired and he kind of blew it all right in the beginning there, kind of coming on so strong.
Well, hopefully for his sake he gets his wind and he's ready to go, and Lane Smith getting spoken to by his talented corner. This guy comes from River Valley Fitness, all the way from Fort Smith, Arkansas, to be here at Minglewood Hall in Memphis, Tennessee. Smith in the blue trunks with white and black trim, and Sprague in the all black with actually a little bit of white trim. Omar Sutton checking on the two gladiators, and we are underway. Round two, here we go.
Nice little half kick there by Sprague, but he slipped it, looks like. It went right down. In a bad position. Right now, Smith is looking to get those hooks in and flatten him out. Hard to do it against another wrestler. Rear naked choke, it's in. And it's over.
There's the tap out. Wow.
I didn't think that was deep.
Well, you have to wonder how much, we talked about the energy he spent in that first round. He came out, the little kick, he connected, then he slipped. You called that. It was exactly right. It was a slip, which was so beneficial for Lane Smith. And once he got on top of him, it was over. And again, we didn't see Sprague being able to get out of it. It got in so deep so quickly, and I think some of that had to do with the fact that he was tired.
Oh yeah, he was definitely tired, and he got that choke right on his windpipe. So it didn't look like it was deep, but it got in there.
All right, Rick McCracken will head to the cage to talk to Lane Smith, who improves to 7-0 in our #1 contender fight in the middleweight division. So look for Lane Smith down the road on V3 Fights to fight for a V3 middleweight championship. Very, very impressive. Let's get the time with our own ring announcer, the dapper one, Michael Kelly.
Ladies and gentlemen, here in the V3 cage at Minglewood Hall, we present the official time of 20 seconds in round number 2. Referee Omar Sutton calls a halt to the bout due to tap out via rear naked choke. Declaring your winner, it's staying undefeated, Lane Smith!
Smith getting it done seconds into round number 2 with the rear naked choke. And now Rick McCracken inside the cage. We'll get a few words with our winner.
Lane Smith, your winner tonight. Great first round, man. That thing was action-packed. Did you mean to come out and throw that many punches and kicks and takedowns?
I mean, yeah, I knew it was going to be a tough opponent. You can never underestimate anybody with their 1-0 record. This will be my last amateur fight. I'm going to go pro next. I'd like to thank some of my sponsors, River Valley Fitness. I'd like to thank Aaron Cobb, Dark Light Tattoo, and Sean Vanderplug, all my family and friends that drove all up here for Fort Smith. Thanks for coming out. V3 is awesome, guys.
Well, we appreciate the kudos, man. Let's talk about this fight a little bit. You got that takedown, and he gave us his back. Was that right on his windpipe? Because that was a quick choke.
I really think I had his chin. I think it opened his. I heard some jaw popping, and I was just like, I'm just going to take it. So I squeezed as hard as I could. I definitely wanted to get back control and finish as quick as could. He's strong and he hits hard. It's the first time I've had a busted up lip like this, but good job, Corey Sprague. Thanks a lot, guys, for coming out again.
Your winner tonight, Lane Smith.
That is one exhausted fighter, but he's a happy one. Lane Smith, the winner. We'll take a break, come back with more exciting V3 fight action from Minglewood Hall.